will be equal to R1 upon R1 plus R2 into V. Okay, so what is R1? We have already calculated R1, that is 100. R1 plus R2, already R1 is like 100, and R2 we have calculated as 166.66 into V. So V, that is given already across supply, that is 200 volt, right? So if you calculate it, you will get as 75 volt, right? So this is V1, right? So what will be V2? V1 plus V2 is the total voltage. We have already calculated V1, so V2 will be V minus V1. V is like 200, V1 is 75, so you will get as 125 volts, right? Now the question, if you again read the question is a 100 watt lamp is connected in series with a 100 volt 60 watt lamp across 200 volt supply. What we have to find is we have to find the current drawn as well as the power consumed by each lamp. So we have the voltage across each lamp. Now we have the easy equation, that is V equal to IR, right? So we have like if you see for lamp 1, we can write V1 equal to I1 R1, you can write. So I1 will be V1 by R1. V1 we have already find, that is 75. R1 again we have solved, right? So it is like 75 divided by 100, that will be 0.75 amperes. Similarly, if you want to find because it is mentioned that we have to find the current drawn across each lamp, so I2 will be, because these lamps are connected in series, so I1 will be equal to I2. Again we can cross verify or we can check it. I2 will be equal to V2 by R2. V2 is like we calculated 125 divided by R2. R2 is 166.66. So it is 0.75 amperes. So if you see, I1 and I2 both are 0.75, because the circuit, if you see the question, the lamps are connected in series, the current will be same. Next what we have to find is the power consumed by each lamp. So we do have a equation of power in terms of current and resistance, that is P equal to I square R. Okay, so for first lamp, if you want to calculate power consumed by like the first lamp, what we can write is P equal to I1 square into R1. So I1 we have calculated, that is 0.75 whole square into R1. R1 is 100. So this will be equal to 56.25. Unit is watt. Similarly, if you want to solve for power, like power consumed by second lamp, we will have P2 equal to I2 square R2. We have I2 square as what is already we have calculated. I2 square was 0.75, right, and R2 we have calculated as 166.66. So it is 93.6. stand for what, right? So I think what was mentioned in the question, we went through the question, we have written the data, and then the current drawn that was asked in the question, as well as the power consumed by each lamp. So I think now this question is clear, right? How to solve, how to proceed, right? So we have found all this current drawn, I1 and I2, as well as the power consumed by each lamp, right? So in this way you have to proceed. So we'll proceed to next question. Okay. Question 2, part is A. Again it is written as draw wiring diagram for staircase wiring. Staircase wiring, again before attempting this question, it is better to see on the right hand side how much marks this question is carrying. So it is carrying as 3 marks. So we don't need to explain, we don't need to write this question actually in too much of detail. It is already only written as draw wiring diagram. You can be asked same question in a different way, in the sense draw wiring diagram for a 3-story building, right? Because in 3-story building will be like ground floor will be there, then first floor will be there, and then this second floor will be there. And for staircase wiring means staircase, in Hindi actually we say stair as CD, right? So there will be a lamp between ground floor and first floor. That lamp will be there. Again between first floor and second floor there will be a lamp, right? So when we have to when there is the 2 lamps are there, right, and we want to independently control this control these 2 lamps with the help of 2 switches, right? So in those conditions better way is to use 2-way switches, right? 2-way switches I will draw. Okay. Okay, if you see this, I can name it as, this is a switch, right? This is a 2-way switch. So initially if you see, there are like 3 terminals, you can say. First one is, this is a pole actually, right, which is connected to phase, right? This one, this is almost like NC, this one is NO. Okay, what is NC and NO? Normally connected and normally open, right? So if you see this two, why we say this as a 2-way switch, or in if you find in some books they will write this as SPDT. It stands for single pole double throw. So this is one pole is there, and double throw means there are 2 ways actually of connecting the switches. Normally it is like connected. If I name it, first will be like pole 1 will be A, second we can name it as B, and third as C. So normally if you see, it is connected between A and B, right? So if you want to connect between B and C, that we can change it, right? So with the help of one switch we can do 2 functions. We can switch between we can directly it is connected between A and B. If you want to switch between A and C, you can do it, right? So in so question something like draw wiring diagram for staircase wiring. Better way is to use 2-way switches. So I will draw this diagram and I will explain what is the function of 2-way switches in staircase wiring. Right, what I have done is I have drawn 2-way switches. Again we need 4 2-way switches. So first will be like ground floor, this will be your like first floor, this will be your second floor, right? Now what I will do is I will make these connections. It's easy, right? Then same thing, similarly right? So these are like, to now it's easy. So this will be like first one, it is connected. Similarly here it is connected, here it is connected, and here it is connected, right? So if you see, this is connected, right? Similarly this is connected, this is connected, and this is connected, right? These are common connections, right? From this I am taking one output. Again from here I am taking one output. Up to now it's easy, I think, right? This is like for one two-way switch for the ground floor. Again for the first floor we need two two-way switches. Again for second floor we need one two-way switch. Okay. So this is our like lamp 1, or you can say lamp, or you can say staircase light. Between first floor and second floor. Right. So if you see, this is first lamp, right? That is staircase light between first floor and second floor. Similarly, we will draw a second lamp here. Right, and then this will be connected common, short, and then it is connected neutral. Right. So up to now what we have seen is, I can name it, I am naming this as switch S1, I am naming this as S2, S3 and S4. Right. So if a question is something like draw wiring diagram for staircase wiring for 3 marks, this is enough. But suppose if the same question is like asked for 7 marks, it is advisable to draw this figure, and we have to explain also like how this figure is going to, or how this figure works, or how this circuit is going to work. Right. So what I am doing is that pole 1 I am writing as A, here I am writing as C, and this I am naming as B. Right. Similarly here, this one as I am writing as A dash, this I am writing as C dash, this I am writing as B dash. Right. For now, for different switch positions, we will draw a truth table. Now what is truth table? Truth table is something, the inputs and the relation between input and output, right? So in this case, right, so this will be like position of switch S1, right? Similarly this will be position of switch S2, right? And this will be the output or condition. I am writing here actually for this, condition of lamp. Right. Okay. So now because there are two switches, so 4 possible combinations are there again. So what I will be doing is, like suppose the switch S1, it is at position C, right? So the connection, if you see, from A to C, again it is connected to C dash to A dash. So the lamp, it will be on, right? So if the position of S1 switch is at C, right, and position of S2 is at C dash, lamp will be on, right? Okay. If the position of, if you move the switch actually, right, if the position of switch S1 is at C, right, but if we change the position of S2 in where it is initially it was at C dash, if you change it to B dash, if you see, now the path will be something, so it is not getting connected to lamp, right? So it will be off. Similarly, if the position, if I switch, or if I move the position of switch S1 in where initially it was at C, if I change it to B, and switch S2, if it is at B dash, right, it will be off. if the switch S1 is at position B, right, and if I change the switch the position of S2 where initially it was at B dash, if I change it to C dash, we'll get as bulb will be on or lamp will be on, right. So what you should do is same thing you can do it with S3 and S4. So this is like the truth table and how this switches will operate, how this lamp is going to get on and off. So this table shows clear picture actually how this circuit is going to work. So better way is like if the question is asked for 7 marks, you explain in this way, right. Okay. Next we'll solve second question, question 2b. Okay, the question is derive the expression for voltage across capacitor during charging of capacitor. The question is asked for 6 marks, so we have to derive the expression, right. Okay. Okay, what I am doing is consider a circuit. Right, so consider a circuit where this is a battery having voltage V. This is a switch actually, initially it is at open, this is the resistance and this is the capacitance. Voltage across capacitor is I am writing as VC, right. So consider a circuit where if you see the resistance and capacitance, those like non-inductive resistance as well as the capacitor, those are connected in series, right. Initially the circuit is open. If you want to close this circuit, we have to move this position of A and we have to connect in this way. We have to close this switch, right, and V is the voltage. Okay, so initially when there is no voltage, if the switch is open, there won't be any potential difference across capacitor, so there won't be any drop or anything across capacitor. So all the voltage it will go through R. So maximum voltage drop across R or maximum current will be I equal to V by R. That is before the switch is on actually. So we can write at the instance of switch the voltage that will be maximum drop will be there across R and the current it will be I equal to V by R, right. That is T equal to